You have this child, you just don't know how to deal with them. You've tried everything and nothing seems to be working. You've read all types of books. You've probably asked for assistance from friends, family members, gotten feedback. You've gone to YouTube, you've watched plenty of videos, and you don't seem to be understanding what's happening with your child. Many a times, especially in our Black community, mental health is a stigma that no one wants to deal with. We know about autism. Nowadays, autism is more acceptable in our community. So if a child has autism, then we'll say, yeah, they're autistic. We don't have a problem with that. However, there is another type of autism that may be causing your child to be acting weird, to be, so to speak, unlikable. Let's talk about Asperger's syndrome. Do you have a child who they just don't get along well with the others? They're always irritable, they're always frustrated, they're always moody, and they don't get along well with family members. They're isolated, they're always in their own space, and they seem to not care about people. It may be very hard to like that child, to interact with that child in a positive manner. For you as a parent, there are two things that you need to keep in mind. Individuals with Asperger's have a major issue with cognitive affect. What is cognitive affect? It means being able to understand where the person is coming from. These individuals tend to be concrete. Everything to them is just black and white according to how their mind is processing it. Their mind is unbendable. What you want to do with a child who does not have that cognitive affect is to be patient with them, work with them, discuss things with them. I will tell you, you may need to go to therapy with that child. You may need to go to counseling with that child. With Asperger's syndrome, this child has a hard time with cognitive affect. Cognitive affect means being able to understand other people's pain, being able to understand what that person is thinking at that moment. A lot of times we don't understand why that child just doesn't get it. It's like, wait a minute, you did this. And because you did it, then if I gave you allowance, then I'm removing your allowance because of what you did. And that child may be very upset and angry, and they may not talk to you because they hold on to grudges, very grudgeful. They will not forgive you easily because they really feel like you didn't need to do what you did. They're not understanding the process going on in your mind. They're not making, let's say, what you would call common sense, because they're very concrete thinkers. It's not because they want to challenge you, but that's how their mind works. Let's say they do something to the sibling reacts. They might be upset with that sibling for a long time. So that's one of the issues that you may have to understand with that child. They may not have the cognitive affect, but they will have emotional affect. The emotional affect is the part where if they see the reaction, then they'll understand it better. They may not think the reaction, but if they see it, it hits closer to home. Like I said, they're very concrete thinkers, not abstract, to feel for you and to understand you. However, if they see what's going on, they'll understand it and they'll be able to make more sense of it. Let's say this child does something to their sibling and the sibling starts to cry, or they see the pain, or they see the reaction to it, they see what's going on with the sibling, then that child may feel the pain at that time. That's when they feel what's going on. That's when they know they've hurt that person because they can see it. The issue is with the abstract thinking. You're gonna need to have a lot of skills to deal with them so that your relationship with them and their relationship with the rest of the family is not strained. So that child will tell you, I'm just moody. Don't come to my room. Why are you here? And they'll look at you like you may be, hey, how you doing today, huh? Okay, why are you here? What do you need? To them, it's kind of like, you're I was doing something and you came in and you messed up my concentration of what I was doing. Why did you do that? You're not being nice by taking over my time. So they're not evil children. They're not mean children. They're just going through something mental that you need more tools to deal with. With that, I'm hoping you will be able to understand your children more, develop better communication with them. A child like this, you have to leave them alone. You have to let them be. It's kind of like they're riding their own train. Let them ride the train, but you can be there if they need you. There's so much more to it than just that. But I just want you to know, if your child is really giving you a hard time and your child seems defiant, it may not be because they're just evil children. It may just be that they need more help. And you as a parent, the goal is for you to be able to develop a positive relationship with your children so that they may honor you as they should be doing, and that you too, you will not frustrate them, as the Bible tells us. So it's a two-way thing. So what we want you to do is to strengthen your relationship with your child. Follow me, go to my page, watch more videos. I have many more videos. I do focus on marriage, family, parenting, coaching. You can follow me. You can sign up for services. You can ask for my help. We can chat. We can talk about different goals and different plans for different life situations, such as parenting.